Hello, you wonderful people of YouTube. Today, we're going to take a look how to set up Remix with Tailwind. Why? Because Remix is awesome and so is Tailwind. So let's just jump into the video. Remix is a full stack framework based on React that allows you to build full stack application. It is pretty freaking awesome. You should use it. And Tailwind, of course, everybody knows what Tailwind is. It's an amazing way for you to write CSS really quickly by using this library, and it makes your projects look really pretty. So what are we going to do? We're going to install Tailwind, and it's super easy. We're just going to follow these instructions that we have here on this site. So let's open our code editor and let's do it. So I went ahead and created this folder called Remix Intro. I'm going to move it to my terminal so we could navigate to our project. Now, before you jump in, make sure you have Node and NPM installed because you need those tools. But if you have those good to go, you are ready. Let's get into it. Now, if you see that beautiful logo, that's because it's from Strappy. Strappy is an amazing way for you to literally in 5 minutes build an API for your front-end application. I love it a lot. I use it a lot. So if you like, you could go to strappy.io, check it out. But back to our video, let's install Tailwind with Remix. The first thing we want to do is create our Remix project. So we're going to go ahead and use this command called npx create remix at latest. I'm going to copy it, go back to my terminal, and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to give it a name, Remix Tailwind, because that's amazing. Click enter. Now, remember what I said about making sure you have Node installed. Make sure you have Node installed because you want to use it. So I'm going to use NVM because I do have it installed, and switch it to 18 because that's the version that I have installed. And now we know we're using Node. Now that command should work. And I'm glad that I made that mistake to show you that. And I don't know what my computer is doing, so let me clear the terminal and do it again. We're going to create a Remix application. I'm going to call it Remix Tailwind. Why not? And we're ready to go. Click enter. It's going to follow you through the steps. Yes, click yes. Why not? It's going to do its thing. Maybe it'll take its time. Maybe it'll be fast. But once this is done, you're going to have this beautiful menu. We're going to go just with the basics. We're going to use Netlify because the fastest and the easiest way that I like to deploy my projects is on Netlify. So that's what we're going to go with. Yes, of course, you should use TypeScript, but just in case you don't know TypeScript, and I'm still learning TypeScript, we're just going to go with JavaScript. And yes, we want to run npm install. And once everything is said and done, it's going to go ahead and create your Remix project. Once your Remix project is created, make sure you cd into that Remix folder, and let's go ahead and run it by running yarn dev. And it's going to go ahead and start your project. You could check it out on localhost 3000. And man, does it look cool? Not really, but at least we started. So let's add some Tailwind so we could make it look even cooler. But before that, we could take a look at our project if you like. You could open it in your code editor, in your favorite one, of course. I have this amazing thing called Peacock that allows me to change colors. I like this yellow. So now I know I'm in my Remix project. So currently we don't have Tailwind installed, and we could tell because we don't have a Tailwind config file and our application doesn't look as cool as we want it. So what we're going to do right now is install Tailwind. So looking at our Tailwind docs, we completed the first step where we installed our Remix project. The next thing we need to do is enable our CSS support in Tailwind. This got to be something new because before this was not a step, but it says enable built-in Tailwind CSS support in Remix. We will just have to copy this code and paste it in our remix.config.js file. So let's go ahead and do that, the remix.config.js file. And we want to make sure that we import it here. And all we need is this part here, future. Next step, we're going to install our Tailwind. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead, copy this first command. We're going to go into our terminal and we're going to install Tailwind. And while this is installing, the next command we need is we need to initialize Tailwind by doing npx Tailwind CSS init. So let's go ahead and paste it. And you would think you are done, but you would be mistaken because now we have to configure our Tailwind. What we need to do, we need to go to tailwind.config.js. Let's copy this and let's add it in our tailwind.config.js file. Now, here we are. Boom. This is going to reference all the different files that we will have possible Tailwind in. Fantastic. So next, inside our app folder, let's create our Tailwind CSS file and add the following Tailwind directives. So here we are inside app. Let's create a new file. What did we want to call it? Tailwind.css. Why not? Makes sense. And let's copy and paste our directives. Control copy. Go inside here. Boom. Fantastic. And now what we want to do inside our root JSX or TSX file, we want to make sure that we import our styles and import our style sheet from Tailwind CSS. So let's do it. Control copy. Let's go into root.tsx and we're going to add that wonderful import here. And again, the reason why this is complaining, because this is TypeScript, the easiest fix to do that, it's just do this, because we're not using TypeScript in our project. So that should work for us as well. And finally, let's run npm run dev or yarn dev to start our project. So yarn dev, go ahead. It's going to start our project. Everything looks good. Now let's open our project, take a look. And now you could see our styles have been reset because we're now using Tailwind. All right, and now that we have Tailwind installed, we could go ahead and add this little component here and check it out. So let's go back here in our code, inside our apps routes, index route. I'm going to delete all this stuff because we don't need it. I'm actually going to delete welcome to remix, and I'm going to add this here. And beautiful. And we know we're putting class text 3XL, font bold, underline, just so we could easily see it. Let's change the color to some different color, pink 500. So it becomes very apparent that we have Tailwind installed. And so let's go back and see our new remix application, and boom, hello world works. What's awesome once you have Tailwind installed is that you can use Tailwind templates that you find online and be able to scaffold your project faster. I really like this application Shuffle. There are many sites similar to this one where you could get Tailwind templates. This is a paid one, but like I said, there's many free ones. And if I wanted to, let's say, use this really easily, for instance, I have this code for this blog layout. And what I could do is I could literally copy the HTML here by clicking this HTML button. I could select all of this, copy, and I could bring it inside my remix application. And so inside my remix application, let me zoom out just a tiny bit so we could see more clearly. I'm going to paste that section in. Now, what I'm importing is HTML, but no worries. The easiest way to convert HTML to JSX is number one, you find the class attribute and you change it to class name. Beautiful. And once that's done, it will complain when you have image tags, because image tags should be closed. So for every image that we have, what we want to do is make sure that we add a closing tag like so. And for the most part, this looks good. Links in Remix, you would replace for link, but right now it's not a big deal for us. So let's go take a look at our website now, and boom, look at this. We have this amazing, beautiful blog. So the point that I wanted to show you, using Remix and Tailwind allows you to take advantage, not only using Tailwind to quickly write your CSS, but also if you have your favorite templates that you found in Tailwind, you could easily import them in your project like you saw I just did here. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm going to start putting more beginner-friendly tutorials on my channel. So if you want to see more or just hear me talk about what it's like switching careers late in life and learning about tips and tricks that will help you get hired as soon as possible, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, like it. If you hate it, I guess you hate it. There's nothing I could do about it. But with that being said, I love you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.